Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft Survival Let's Play episode. It has been a little while since I've recorded. I've been kind of busy lately, so sorry I've been gone. I had a lot of stuff going on in other aspects of my life that I had to take care of. Nothing bad, I just was very busy with, like my real job out there in the real world, and it meant that I had to sort of put this on pause for just a little bit, but I'm back. And I'm ready to get going, and there is absolutely some stuff that I want to start tackling in this episode. But I just wanted to let you guys know, sorry that it took me so long to get back to you guys, but I'm here again, and I'm ready to start working, so let's get started. Right now, we are headed over to Piggy Town. Gonna take the Great Rail over to Piggy Town, and, buy house. Oh, actually, before I do that, I don't remember if I showed you guys this in the last episode. It's been maybe a week or two since I built this, but I haven't done an episode in like the last week, so I don't really know. I built this little fountain right here in this tiny little like lakey area right in front of the library. It feels a little big, like honestly, it feels a little too big for the area, but I also kind of like it, and I like the idea of having this little like pond right here that we can walk past. I've been doing some work on these paths in between episodes and just trying to make everything look a little bit nicer, adding in some of these like this oak wood. I might put some spruce in there as well to change up the color just a little bit. And then I have this little pond area over here, and I put little saplings, jungle and birchwood saplings inside these little flower pots right here. And I guess I forgot to show that to you guys, or I don't remember if I showed it in the last episode or not, but there it is. Let's move on to Piggy Town because that's where we're headed. I also did some work over there on the vine farm because I really wasn't happy with it at the end of the last episode. I just didn't like the way that it looked on the outside. So I did some work on that. Let's go check it out. So here's what it looks like now. You can see I made it look less like a natural hill. I decided that it was just too long and awkward looking to make it look like a natural hill. So I decided, well, then let's not make it look like that. Let's make it look like something else. So I built these kind of like these stairs up to the top, and it doubles basically as a viewing platform for the rest of Piggy Town and all of our farms here, which I really like. So yeah, that's something that I did. I just basically, I kept the fences on the sides with the stone behind them, but instead of putting the grass on top, I'm doing this stone brick stairs. And then I added a little bit more of some other designs to the front here with these trap doors and these fences that are right here on the sides. And I think it ends up looking pretty good. Inside is, I think, identical. I don't think I changed anything about the inside. But you can see it here. I did a little bit of taking some vines away that haven't grown back yet. But you can see most of them have. I grew them all out again, and then I only harvested a little bit more. But those will grow again soon, because we're going to be doing some work over here. I also need to take care of this chest with all the extra stuff in it. But what I want to do today is build another farm. Now, I was deciding between a couple different things. I was deciding between doing a melon and pumpkin farm, which I do want to do at some point, but I'm not going to do yet. I was thinking of doing a automated carrot farm using a villager, but we're going to need to find another farming villager, so I'm not really ready to do that either. But one thing I have been wanting to build for a little while is a cactus and slime farm. Now, that seems like a weird combination, but it actually works. I developed an idea for a farm a few years ago, and I still use it to this day whenever I want to make a slime farm or a cactus farm of any kind. Well, not necessarily. Sometimes I do different cactus farms, but basically what it is I'm using cactus to kill the slimes, and while I'm doing that, when the cactus grows, it also gets harvested. So it's mostly a slime farm, but it will also harvest cactuses as we go, which is my goal. So I want to build that, but in order to do that, we're going to need to find a slime chunk. So my goal is I'm going to go look up online, go find a like slime finder thing online, and there's all our piggy villagers. We really got to deal with this. That's got to be something we do soon. We got to do some research in our library to figure out about this home in the forest that we're supposed to be seeking. We're supposed to seek her home in the forest. And there's a forest over here. I don't think it's that forest. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I can figure it out sometime soon. That'll be a goal. But for now, today, we're going to build a slime and cactus farm. So I need to find a slime chunk in order to do that. I know we live in a swamp, and we managed to actually have quite a lot of and not a lot, but a fair amount of slime, but I want to be able to do projects with slime blocks, which require a lot of slime, and other things like that. So I think it'd be good to have at least somewhat of a designated slime farm that can just always be active whenever we're over here. So anytime we're getting iron, we're also getting slime, and we're getting the vines to grow. And basically, this whole area is designed so that we can AFK over here, and all of our farms will grow together. At least all these ones that we try to produce a lot of stuff from. Obviously, we have another wart farm, and some of our mob farms are over there back at the swamp, but over here is where we grow a lot of stuff. So we gotta build a slime farm now. So I'm gonna take myself out of Minecraft for a minute here, and I'll be back in just a bit once I actually know where a slime chunk might be. I am back, and I think I figured out where a slime chunk is. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go F3. We're also gonna go F3 and G, and that will show us chunk borders. So you can see right here, we have these yellow lines that show us the borders of different chunks. So now we're in this chunk. Now we're in this chunk. Now we're in this chunk. Okay, so I went online and found a website that I can type in my seed, and it will show me where a slime chunk is. And I found 2 slime chunks right in this area. We might even be standing in one right now. And they... what am I saying? Those slime chunks are side by side. So we have this double slime chunk we can use. So the first coordinate I'm looking for is, well, we're at around 566. Okay, yeah, we're at 566 on the Z, and on the X we want to be at, oh, we want to go the other way. Ooh, so it's behind the iron farm? Ooh, I'm not sure how I feel about that. It would be literally like underneath this stuff. Yeah, this is our first one right here. Literally exactly, oh my gosh, did we build this thing almost we built this iron farm exactly in a chunk? That's amazing. I literally had no idea. And then that would mean that the other one is right here, directly underneath our house. That's interesting. Literally directly underneath us is a slime chunk. You know, that could be useful. We maybe should actually think about using this slime chunk. Here, let's go down here, and I should sleep real quick, but then after that, let's think about how we want to do this. So we're currently at y equals 57. And I want to get... So if I'm going to dig underneath this place, because usually what I was going to do was just dig straight down from wherever we were and just leave a giant open hole in the middle of the ground. But that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. We could dig down just like on the corner of a chunk or something like that. Like we could go over to the corner of the chunk over there, and we could dig down to like y equals 50 or something like that. Like we could go, I mean, this is where the chunk would end right here. This is the other corner of the chunk. So we could dig down to like y equals 50 or maybe even like y equals 45 and then hollow out the whole chunk at both of these chunks at that level, and then just dig all the way down to bedrock from there. Because that's what we're going to have to do. We're basically going to have to dig all the way down to bedrock. But we could just have a ceiling on it to begin with, and that could be basically this building. And we'd literally be standing in the slime chunk when we're AFKing. I kind of like this idea. I kind of like this idea a lot. Yep, I'm gonna do a little bit of work right now just to see, you know, like what we can end up with. And I know you really shouldn't dig down, and that's why. That's why you shouldn't dig down in this game. Luckily it wasn't lava, right? Well, we fell in water. That's fun. So I'm going to deal with some of these problems really quickly, and then I'll bring you guys back in just a second once we have a little bit better idea of what's going on. I dug straight down to this level. Where are we at? We're at y equals 48. And then what I'm going to do is, well, what I did after that was I dug a tunnel. So this is, we're now entering into the second slime chunk right here. and then we turn this way, and we get all the way back to basically where we started. So I dug a little rectangle out, and now I just need to dig out the center section. And then from there, this whole space, everything I just walked, we're going to dig straight down to bedrock. So 2 full chunks down to bedrock is the goal. We'll see how well that works. So yeah, that's, I guess, the idea. I've never tried to do this before in somewhere that already had something on top of it. So that it doesn't have sky access. So I think lighting is going to be the most difficult thing about it. But that's basically the thing, and I'm probably not going to waste your guys' time by showing you a whole bunch of clips of me basically just digging all the way down to bedrock. Maybe a few updates here and there, but beyond that, let's, I want to block this up, but I'm going to block it up with something I can recognize so that I know that's where I came down from. But yeah, I think lighting is definitely going to be the hardest thing about it. And I probably didn't come with everything that I need. I think I only have 13 torches. Yeah, that's probably not going to do it. We're going to need to find a way to dig ourselves up. But then, yeah. I guess this is not my life. Digging underground for a little while. Until I have... Ugh, I hate it when I accidentally dig one level lower than I mean to. Yeah, until I have these 2 chunks completely emptied out. I guess now that I know where the chunks are, I don't really need the... this chunk borders being shown anymore, so I can hit F3 and G, and the chunk borders are hidden. There we go. Okay, so this is the plan. I guess I'm going to be up to this for a little while, and I will see you guys when I have significantly more digging done. And then we can actually maybe start working on what this slime farm will actually look like. So this is the hole we dug a little while ago. These chests are new. And they are full of stuff because I have dug pretty far down. In case you can't tell by this ladder right here. Here we go. Yeah, this is a really big hole, guys. So right here, these wooden blocks represent our platforms for our farm. We'll get to that in a minute, but we dug all the way down to, I want to say, what? Level 8? Yeah, level 8. That's how far I decided to dig. I decided that would be good. I didn't need to go any further. There wasn't going to be much further to go anyways, maybe like 3 blocks, so before I start hitting bedrock at level 5. So, yeah, I guess the next thing to do is I don't actually need all this glowstone in the air. I was just using it to light as I was going, but nothing's going to spawn in the middle of the air just down here, so I only need to light up the bottom. So I guess it's time to get rid of this glowstone. And by the power of video editing, we are done. That actually took a little while, lots of scaffolding and stuff, but yeah, the light source is gone. We've got this funky little lighting glitch right here, which is pretty weird. But yeah, basically, I'm leaving the floor for now, although we're gonna do some different lighting in the end. And I think honestly, you know what? I'm never really gonna look at this place. But all the diorite and coal and dirt and stuff is kind of bugging me. So I'm thinking maybe it's time we took care of all of that stuff. And we don't even need to make it like something pretty. We can just make it stone. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. And now that is done as well. Surprisingly, that took even longer than the lights. Actually, that doesn't really surprise me now that I think about it. And I think I got it all, but it was dark, honestly. So... it's kind of hard to check. It doesn't really matter. I can take another look once we build the platforms, because those will have some light on them, so we might get a little more light in this room once that happens. But until then, I think now it's actually time we build the platforms. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to build these platforms. I guess oak wood works. I could do it out of oak wood. And the way they're going to work is they're going to be platforms basically as big as I can get them while still having a gap of at least 3 on every side. So, like, here would be... where the corner of one is, and then they're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms at these levels. I've already measured it out. There's 4 blocks before the ground, and then 3 blocks in between each platform, and that's because the reason I need this space of 3 blocks both in between platforms and on the sides is so that large slimes can get through, because they're about a 3x3. So yeah, that's my next thing. I'm probably not going to do all that on camera. Once again, it's going to require a lot of scaffolding and awkwardness to do that. So I'm just going to sort of get it started and go. And then once we have the platforms built, we're going to need to light them. And once we get them built, we'll talk about lighting. But I think we're probably going to use jack-o'-lanterns for a variety of reasons. But yeah, so that's the plan right now. And I'm going to keep working. The platforms are now built. I did them out of oak wood like I was saying, and I put the jack-o'-lanterns in them while I was going because I figured that would just be easier instead of having to scaffold back up there and do each thing one by one and put them in there. It was kind of difficult because you have to place something under a jack-o'-lantern in order to place it. I'm excited for the new update because that's no longer a thing. They're changing that and you can actually just place it anywhere, but for right now, I had to have a block under it, so I had to come through, build the platform, come through, poke out holes where I wanted the lights to be, and then put a block, like place a block there, and then a block there, and then delete that block kind of thing. Like, so yeah, it took a little while. But we're actually really close to being done. What we have to do now is push, so the slimes are going to spawn. I guess I haven't talked much about how this farm works. The slimes are going to spawn on these platforms, and the nice thing about slimes is they don't really worry about jumping off the edge of things like other mobs do, so they'll just kind of make their way off the edge, and then we're going to have some water pushing in this direction until we get to this side over here, where we're going to have a series of hoppers and cactuses, and the water is going to push them into the cactus, and they're going to bounce around and die next to the cactus, and then the hoppers will pick up their items, and when the cactus grows, it will pick up the broken piece of cactus as well, because the cactus will break when it grows, and so we'll be harvesting cactus and slime that way, and that's the basic thing. You can see right there, we have some slime somewhere. I bet you one jumped off from up there or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the idea, is we're gonna do that. But in order to do that, we're going to need, well, a couple different things. We're gonna need to set up the killing mechanism, and we're going to need to set up some water. So I think it's probably about time we did some of that stuff. I guess I'm gonna start getting to work. So this is what the water looks like, using these pressure plates in between. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure when the new update comes that this won't work and we're going to have to think of another solution, but for the time being, we're going to keep using the rules as they are. I have some cactuses over here with hoppers in between them. The cactuses behind are just there so that the little slimes will still die if they slip through, but those won't grow. The ones right here will grow right here, and they will get broken by this wall right here. You can see I'm holding some redstone in my hand because now is the time that I actually want to build the item elevator. So down in here, this above us is the water and the cactuses and all here, and the hoppers are pointing in this direction so that we can take the item elevator up to the top. So are we in the middle of the item elevator? This is the middle of the item elevator. Okay. We've built this contraption a few different times. Oops, I don't want to put the comparator in subtraction mode. And it looks sort of like that. I don't have any more hoppers on me right now, so we're going to have to go get some more. But beyond that, the only thing left to do is the glass. Oh. Is this? Oh, that's, I need Silk Touch Pick. There we go. I should keep that on me if I'm using glass. But yeah, this will be the last little step here, is adding in the glass like this for the actual item elevator. I'm leaving this as stone because there's cactus on the other side of it. It doesn't actually really matter that I do this out of glass. I just like doing the item elevators out of glass. I think it looks cool, even though we'll probably basically never see this one. That's okay with me. Anyway, the actual material doesn't really matter. So we can use the glass here. We have so much glass, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Is I mean, if I have enough glass, I'm going to try to get my way all the way up to the top. And then I'm just going to go back. I need to go back down and get the hopper in place. And then this place is basically ready to go. You can hear there's a slime probably dying down there right now. So I'm up top at the top of Piggy Town now. You can see pretty much all of our stuff has grown because I've been here so long. And there's this new little small stone brick structure right here. This is the top of our item elevator. And this chest for right now is where all of our cactus and slime balls are going to collect. You see we already have some that have been building up in the hoppers down below. And then if we go over here, we're going to have to get over the fence, I think. Oh, no, we don't. It's right here. So, this trap door leads us down into the slime farm, which we basically never need to go and look at. This farm is completely passive. That's what it looks like. You can see there's a slime dying right down there. But, whoa, I'm glad there was water down there because I just fell. You guys got to see that. But yeah, so we don't really ever need to even come and look at this. At some point I'll come through between episodes and clean up all these chests of stuff that I mined up. Actually, quite a lot of resources when you mine out an entire chunk, or 2 chunks, rather. I don't know why I said "ather." That's not even a word. Anyway, yeah, this is... I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's really, it's operational. So, yeah, I mean, instead of continuing to fall down this ladder just to take a look at it, let's get ourselves out of here and end this episode. Well, thank you all for tuning in today. Sorry these episodes have been coming so sporadically. I haven't had a lot of time lately to actually record, but I'm happy to get this recorded because this is a farm I've been wanting to build for a while. And I'm really glad we were able to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you did, leave a like, and if you want to see more of this stuff, subscribe. I've got some other farms I want to work on in the near future, so if you like this stuff, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications. Beyond that, you guys just keep being your beautiful selves, and I'm going to keep working over here in Minecraft. I hope you guys have a good time. Thank you for tuning in today. See you next time.